Wizards of the Coast did everything right in 2022 and still they failed miserably.
Welcome to the Cardboard Guide. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Jens.
Welcome to the channel and happy holidays. Today we're going to give you a quick overview and look back at all of the Magic products in 2022. Hang on and watch the video till the end because later on we're going to find out who won our Christmas giveaway.
So before we get into it, leave a comment down in the comment section saying what was your favorite set and what was the worst set of Magic the Gathering 2022.
So we almost passed right over Innistrad double feature because there's not much to say. It was a sloppy product. They didn't even really edit the cards to make sure that they weren't actually optimized for the black and white look. All in all, nobody really enjoyed it except for maybe some of the silver screen lands. Otherwise, double feature was just a double up of the bad stuff in Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow, and honestly, we never even picked it up.
After double feature came Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, and this set was great. It had it all. It had a great land cycle, it had great cards, it had some really nice art cards inserted into the set, and it had the Neon Ink chase cards. This set was a huge success, and every player hoped that this was going to pave the way for the rest of 2022.
Mob wars and a secret substance called Halo that had every gang in town fighting. It was the set of Streets of New Capenna. Personally, we loved it. It had the Amazical Tricycle Land. It was super flavorful and it was really enjoyable to play, and I loved the whole theme of the gangs fighting each other. Streets of New Capenna was also a lot of fun, even though slightly less powerful than Kamigawa Neon Dynasty.
And after these two nice high points in Magic history came a really low point. Commander Legends, we all thought, Battle for Baldur's Gate. It was a bait and switch product bearing the name of Commander Legends and thus illustrating for players that this was going to be a Commander set. But in reality it was only a Forgotten Realms 2nd edition or something like that, because it had none of the power, none of the flavor. What Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate actually did have going for it was some really nice dragons. Unfortunately, as we showed in our videos, these dragons were absolutely impossible to pull, and thus Commander Legends proved out to be a really disappointing product.
Double Masters 2022 was not a bait and switch. It was actually a premium product with a lot of fun things. Some of the really rare hitters that have been very scarce, such as Imperial Seal, were in this product and people were excited and perhaps a tad overhyped. The FOMO was real and everybody was opening it, including ourselves. It was a lot of fun, but unfortunately as the year progressed, the value also declined in these boxes and the FOMO turned out not to be real because there are still product on the shelves from Double Masters 2022. But it was a great experience and was a really fun set to open.
Dominaria United was a really long-awaited product. We got the name Dominaria again, as we saw in our video. This was actually a good set. We had Shieldred, we had a new reprint of Liliana, and we had original legend cards inserted randomly into collector booster packs. So the hype was real, but unfortunately the cohesion within the set was not that good. Unfortunately, due to Wizards' quick pace, the set was easily and quite fast forgotten, and now Wizards are dumping collector boxes on Amazon dumps.
Infinity. We're supposed to be so excited that we're just going to the moon. And we were. We were planning to buy some collector boxes because we wanted those shocklands in the new exciting Galaxy foil. But unfortunately, the pace and the entire wallet fatigue hitting us during the fall of 2022 was starting to tear at our resolve, so we decided not to buy this set. Infinity looked like a lot of fun, but again the whole debacle over stickers and just too much product made us decide not to get Infinity. And we quickly moved on to the Brothers' War.
The Brothers' War was a great set. We had a lot of great artifact creatures, we had prototypes as a new keyword, and we had planeswalkers that could melt out of 2 different other cards. And also we had the first serialized Magic cards actually in print. 63 cards were printed in a retro artifact border, and some of these actually came as serialized cards between 1 to 500. This set is going to age pretty well, we think, and it has been really fun to open and collect.
In 2021, we had our first Jumpstart product. It was a great product for new players. You could just grab 2 different packs, mush them up, and then you have a deck to play. It was easy to get into and was a whole lot of fun and brought loads of valuable, great new cards. Then, unfortunately, Wizards of the Coast decided to make Jumpstart just a regular part of each standard sets from Dominaria United and onward. But these were no longer the valuable experiences that Jumpstart, the original one, had been. But now, in December of 2022, we got a real Jumpstart product. This product has 46 different themes, and there are some really fun new commander cards, both for the commander and for the 99. Jumpstart 2022 is definitely a product worth picking up.
And thus we have concluded our list for Magic the Gathering 2022.
A lot of products.
Indeed. So right now we're going to pick what we think was good, what we think was bad, and what we think was absolutely horrible.
So for the good part, we had a lot of fun sets. Again, as we mentioned, Kamigawa Niwan Dynasty was a fun exploration and a place a lot of players wanted to stay for longer. It had some awesome lands, just like New Streets of New Capenna, also had some great new lands introduced. And that's also something we would love to see in 2023. More new cards, less reprints, give us some new fun stuff to play and build with. And also just give us some time between products.
Oh, and with that little cue, we're going to the bad, because what has been absolutely horrible in this year has been the pace in which Magic has released new products. There has been too many products, there have been too little space between them. You have not even begun building standard decks before a new standard is being rolled out with new cards and a new set and a new set and a new set. Which means that a lot of these cards are not going to be played, they are not being explored in decks, and they are easily and fastly forgotten. So too much of everything was the bad of Magic 2022.
Then we come to the horrible. Besides Wizards and Hasbro's handling of, well, everything this year, we also had to give a little special mention to Magic 30th. It was a horrible product, a horrible idea, and it was most definitely not the celebration of 30 years of Magic that all of us Magic players had deserved.
It was a shitty product and it should never have been released. It absolutely annihilated the trust in Magic the Gathering. It annihilated the trust in the reserve list, and it also broke the reserve list. Right now we're going to end the year of 2022 on an absolute low point. The faith in Wizards of the Coast is at an absolute low point. It's sub-zero right now. Many of the old collectors are asking themselves, am I going to stay in this any longer? I'm just going to sell my old cards and get out while the getting is good. So, as we said in the start of the video, Wizards of the Coast did everything right, because we were actually, all of us, looking forward to this year of Magic. We were looking forward to having serialized cards. We were looking forward to having new special filings and new special frames. But what we got was too much of everything. The idea was good, but the
execution was horrible.
Yeah, it was really horrible. What we ended up with was serialized cards. Well, that checks out. It was actually good. But we got a lot of, I don't know, weird cards inserted into standard products. We got some artifacts inserted into the Brothers War that you're not going to be able to use in standard. You got Transformers cards that you can't use in standard. And then they made this little new rule that you can use it in draft when you play the draft in the store, but you can't use it otherwise. And this is just too confusing for players. Can I use the cards I pulled from a pack or not? All that aside, you got a lot of new borders and frames and full arts and Phyrexian stuff and whatever.
Definitely, there was just too much product, too many variation of each. We don't need 15 editions of Elish Norn. We simply don't. It's not necessary. Unfortunately, they did everything right, but they also decided to do everything for every single release. This is not even half of the product that came out in 2022, because we decided only to pick on the main sets. We haven't included stuff like Warhammer or any of the secret lairs. If we did, this video would take forever.
What we hope that 2023 is going to bring for Magic the Gathering is more consistency, less variation, and if we get some variants of cards, we hope that they are going to be rare and we hope they're going to be special.
Now to the winner of the Christmas giveaway.
Drum roll.
And congratulations to Prue Prue!
please go watch this video up here about Phyrexia OLB1 and what's going to go on in the next year of 2023.